Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Adventure Comics number 368, published in May 1968, with story by Jim Shooter and art by Kurt Swan, and that is an ugly cover. Get lost, Superboy. Good riddance, Ultra Boy. The Mutiny of the Super-Heroines. I'm the biggest Legionnaire, Shrinking Violet. I'm the mightiest Legionnaire, Supergirl. Even Kryptonite can't hurt me. And we boys are the saddest Legionnaires, since the girls' powers got beefed up and we became victims of the mutiny of the superheroines. So we open with Karate Kid sparring with some unknown character dressed in armor. On Game and Tall, these Krishnu gauntlets are the standard combat weapon. Ha! Elbow chop down. I may never fight anyone from Game and Tall, but I must master the world's battle techniques just in case. So he ends up knocking the guy down with the death blow. Come on, get up. You're not really dead, you know. I couldn't even have budged you if you hadn't rolled with my blows. But I would be dead if I weren't Superboy. I make a pretty good practice dummy, huh? Yeah, and thanks for wearing the battle armor. Even though you didn't need it, I have to get used to fighting armor-clad opponents. Say, these gauntlets are interesting, deadly too. How'd you come across them? I have a collection of hand weapons in my quarters. Want to see them? Wow, and you know how to use all of these? I've made it a point to become an expert with every weapon used in hand-to-hand combat, from fencing foils to Jovian trident spears. The Legion normally excludes heroes who use weapons, but with me, they're only a sideline. Super karate is my specialty. No, I think learning incredibly fast must be if he's able to learn to master every weapon. The alarm. Trouble, let's go. So they go to the control room and launch themselves yet again, as we saw in the last issue, which is kind of silly. And a spaceship is crashing. A spaceship carrying an alien ambassador is falling from orbit. Its engines failed. The spaceport tracto beams have no effect on the alien metal used in the ship's hull, and it explodes. So the fire department comes along to put out the fire. Cut through the hull. Get the crew out. So they work their way into the spacecraft. The ambassador is in here somewhere, probably trapped under the wreckage. The fire is spreading. Find him quickly. But when they discover the ambassador, it is a woman, and she's lifting those beams. What strength? Who are you? Who's in charge here? I'm in charge. We're the Legionnaires of Earth. You're in charge. A male? Of course. You mean Earth still has a primitive patriarchal society ruled by men? On my world, which your robot space probes contacted only a month ago, a superior matriarchal system exists. There, women are the stronger dominant sex. We have a patriarchal background, but we believe in equality of the sexes. It will seem strange addressing men as equals, but now that the fire is under control, take me to your officials. So she goes to meet the president of Earth. And he mentions that these are the Legion of Superheroes, pride of the galaxy, and defenders of Earth. We have met. They helped me save some of my possessions from the fire. They are interesting. We must leave now, Mr. President. Of course. They're all super beings, eh, Mr. President? The pride of your planet. Very interesting. Here's my official card, Madam Ambassador. We have your headquarters prepared. Excellent, Mr. President. So we get a look at all the female members of the Legion kind of sitting around doing their thing. What do you think of that woman ambassador, Imra? She sounded as if she believed girls should dominate the universe. That'd be pretty hard to imagine with guys like Superboy and Mon-El around. Oh, I don't know. Supergirl is every bit as strong as they are. Not really. Though our strength has never been accurately measured, theoretically, Superboy is stronger than I, just as a normal boy is stronger than a normal girl. I'm not sure that applies to Kryptonians, but who knows. The Legionnaires could well be the tools I need for my revolution. Yes, this information will help. Now to go into action. My weapons will be those statuettes I brought with me. Earth Customs officials who checked my luggage never guessed their purpose. So she starts fiddling with these statues. By turning this radiation on these statues, I'll affect the real girls in a surprising way. Enough. Too much too quickly could ruin things. Now to sit back and watch the beginning of the end. So the Legionnaires head out for another emergency. Lightning Lad, Light Lass, Saturn Girl, investigate trouble with the air transit lift at South and Andruin. Hey, Invisible Kid, Come to the recreation room pronto. Something amazing has happened. So he sees the duo damsel. Now there's three versions of her, just like when she was triplicate girl. But then he notices there's four and then 100. 100 of her in army, but how? That's just it. We don't know. Somehow our powers have been beefed up fantastically. Our powers. Yours too, Phantom Girl? Yes, Shrinking Violet, and Shadow Lass as well. Now I can turn others into phantoms also, kid, and touch solid objects while I'm in phantom form. Look, kid, I can now change my size either way. I'm a regular colossal girl. My shadows can now span half the globe and blot out the sun. So, Lightning Lad and Lightning Lass are off on a mission, and she demonstrates that her power over gravity is now amped up. I'm not sure what caused it, but I've gained complete mastery of gravity. I feel powerful enough to raise a city. Surprise, I caught the vandals who damaged the lift. By yourself, Saturn Girl? How? I just sought them out telepathically. They're under my mental control now. Strange. I've never been able to locate and command so many minds before. Well, actually, early on in her career, she was much more powerful. Meanwhile, Superboy and Supergirl are trapped in kryptonite, but they discover that she is no longer affected by kryptonite. Look out, Supergirl's cracking loose. Even this extra piece of kryptonite doesn't stop her. As Superboy watches in helpless agony, Supergirl, ignoring kryptonite, mopping up those crooks, doing what's impossible even for me. Just rest on my arm, Superboy. You're still weak from the green K. I'll carry you back to the clubhouse. How in the name of Krypton? If you think the extra powerful Legion lasses are making monkeys out of the males, now see part 2.